Since arriving at Cortijada Los Gázquez, I have slowly embedded myself within this extraordinary environment. This has often involved a number of walks to repeated locations, foraging and exploring this dry landscape for evidence of disappearance, change, or vulnerability. Understanding why her change has perhaps happened or is happening has been integral to my thinking here. Last year I spent 12 months working on the peat bogs and mires of Northumberland and the North Pennines, a polar opposite landscape and ecosystem, but equally as complex. My thinking and research around the conservation of these wet, acidic lands has helped me to attempt to understand this extremely dry, arid and alkaline environment. In the studio, with the spectacular view of Sierra Larga, the work has predominantly been a series of black and white drawings, which I hope to develop into a field guide to transformations, alpine desert. I seem to be exploring 5 elements to explain this guide, map or story of the area: erosion, water, cash crops such as almonds and the policies which affect them and the farmers, gabions or man-made interventions, and esparto grass, which through a series of drawings I have renamed the strong, silent hero. Many walks have taken place in nearby barrancos and ramblas. These dry fluvial systems cut through the landscape like a kind of gnarly chicane created by and for water. You can clearly see how these have been transformed over time by water's rapid journey down the mountains. Vast amounts of boulders, some of considerable size, piled up against each other or held back by a number of root-exposed trees. As I stand in these dry tributaries on a very hot day, I can't help but think about water and how much of a precious resource it is to all aspects of life in this landscape. The presence of a number of gabions is one aspect of where man has intervened to try and slow water down en route to a reservoir about 14 kilometres away. Some of these structures look totally hammered by the natural force of water. This close to the source, one might say this could be a hard and reoccurring fight. Intricate drawings show a number of transformative forms created by erosion, which are made by the incredible strength of the esparto grass root. This beautiful grass has been used for decades within Spanish culture and at some point used to cover the landscape in this area. Areas of land were cleared of this awesome grass to make room for growing crops such as almonds. My observations in the landscape have led me to believe that wherever I come across esparto, erosion seems to be less so. If erosion is seen as one of the greatest threats to this landscape, could esparto grass or this strong, silent hero be replanted and used to assist in the fight against it? I guess the conversation between economy and environment will always be a delicate one. Such a focused time immersed in such an incredible landscape has been a real privilege. Reminded of the film Nausicaa by Japanese animator Miyazaki, I have spent 2 weeks in the Valley of the Wind, where I watched the sun rise over the Sierra Largo and set behind Sierra Sagra, or to me, where this mountain creature is keeping guard over such a delicate and important ecosystem and what humanity does to it.